Okay, so Josie and the Pussycats is a film from 2001, and pre was falling. They could have stopped it. De Jour can land a plane. They've shown that in the movie because the movie starts with the plane crash, and De Jour landed the plane. So, if De Jour was on that flight, they could have stopped it. Those unpatriotic bastards. But it was a fun kids movie. I think I saw it was like rated a 5.7 out of 10 on Google, but um it was a pretty fun movie. Uh it was basically um kind of like Zoolander, but for girls. It is a woman Zoolander, if that makes sense. Woman preteen Zoolander, including the kind of racist caricatures for world leaders, but didn't have the black face. So it has that over Zoolander. Um, it was really fun. The music was fun. I'm not sure because I didn't look it up, but I thought that the ending performance in the film kind of looked like it also took place on the same stage as Lemonade Mouth. Um, so that was kind of fun. Um, and the whole thing with like the evil informant, they were putting subliminal messaging in the things. It was kind of funny because like they were using like real MTV shows at the time. Um, and it was kind of cool to be like, oh my god, like I'm sure this would have been even cooler back when it released, when it was like, oh my god, he has all these references and people that are like are famous for doing these music things behind the doors. They had the village people. They got the village people to like, so it was doing like behind the music, like the MTV show. And um for this film, they filmed an episode of that with the village people, and I was like, I was shocked. I had to look it up, and it was like, yep, for this film they did that. I don't know how they swung that, but um that was like a crazy cameo. um they also kept referencing bands like Beach Boys and stuff. Or Beastie Boys, I mean, not the Beach Boys. Beastie Boys, very different bands. Um, uh, it was, the villains were obviously very comical, um, and like goofy for a kids thing, and they always had the twist at the end where it's like, oh, you're lisping Lisa, and you're, the albino kid, and oh, they fall in love, but the FBI makes them take the fall, and it's very it's a 2000s kid film. It's very 2000s kid film that has a crazy um product placement, but they get away with it because the whole plot of the film is like anti, you know kind of anti-capitalist with the subliminal messaging and the controlling the people, and like the people, like the end conclusion being like you can be okay with yourself and don't have to keep up with the current fads in mainstream stuff. um but like it was really cool to see like the Sega Dreamcast. They had a lot of Sega logos. And and with like a channel space, the space girl with the pigtails, pink hair. It's like Space Channel 7. That's not what the Is that what the game's called? But the girl from that. And I mean, it is from the 2000s, so it has your share of gay jokes. Your share of like asking women if like should I shave them, it's got the share of that stuff. It's par for the course. Um, but you know, it was. I mean, it's like watching Lemonade Mouth. It's just you kind of know what you're gonna get into it, and if you know what you're gonna get when you're getting into it, you can't really be disappointed. Um, it also might be kind of my nostalgia talking for that era because I did grow up in the 2000s, but you know, it was just kind of a fun kids movie. I hadn't watched Riverdale, and I hadn't read the Archie comics. I kind of only knew Josie and the Pussycats because the Hanna Barbera animated series. So yeah, I mean that's about it. It's a decent, fun film that I don't know if I would recommend watching it on your own, but if you have a group with people, you know, it's a fun film to throw on in the background while you chat about what's on screen. That's about it.